Okay, so far we have created a window and we're able to close it and everything, but our code still doesn't look, there's still some differences with the redirect. This is the original redirect source straight from the MRAL site, and notice this business about setting the size of the window, adding the window listener, setting the size, and showing he uses show instead of set visible. That stuff is happening inside a constructor, a redirect constructor, and redirect extends frame. Okay, so let's look at that trick for a second. Remember we said that you can write classes that extend other classes. So a hello window adapter is a subclass of window adapter. Well, we can make our hello world app be a subclass of frame itself. So this can actually extend frame. Okay, so the hello world app is a frame. So what we can do is then we can write a constructor for this guy. So let's do that. Let's say I'm going to make it public not redirect. Public, what is it? Hello world app, right? Hello world app. Okay, with no, let's make it with no inputs, and I'll do that. So now see, I have my opening brace and my closing brace. So these blocks, notice when you're defining, you can define as many methods as you want inside of a class, but these blocks have to be lined up so that each one opens and closes entirely inside the class. So this one opens and closes inside the class, and this is inside the class. This brace down here is for the class. It matches the top of the class. Okay. So so let's see what we want our Hello World app to do. So basically, since Hello World app itself is a frame, what I can do is to start, let's see, well, the first thing I want to do is get my hello window in here, right? Now what I can do is use the keyword super, and that says I want to call the constructor for the superclass. I want to call the constructor for frame, and since zero inputs are allowed for frame, I could call it with zero inputs, but I want to call it with hello window. So let me copy that. Copy and paste. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to call the constructor for frame with that, and then after that frame constructor is done running, then it'll do the rest of the stuff that I want my my child or subclass hello class or hello world app, what I want that guy to do. Okay, so what do I want it to do? I want it to add a window listener, but now since hello world app itself is a frame, I don't have to say frame dot, because because actually inside this constructor I'm creating my new hello world app frame. Okay, so I just have to paste. I just have to say add window listener, and see, the compiler's happy. It's not complaining, because frames, since this guy's a frame, frames know how to do this. They know how to do an add window listener. They know how to set size. I don't have to say frame dot set size. I can just say set size. They know how to do set visible. And I'm using set visible instead of show because show is deprecated. In fact, let me just type in show and show what happens. I'll say show. See, it draws a line through it. Because what that means is it'll still compile, it'll still work for now, but the folks who write Java, Oracle is phasing out this method. So you should replace it at this point with set visible true. Okay, so I'm going to leave that in. So now all my startup stuff is happening inside of Hello World app, and then the trick that they use in the book for redirect and for a lot of these other things is we just say new and use the constructor, and that'll call the constructor and it'll start up and do all this startup stuff. So now we can just say new Hello World app with no inputs. Now you're still going to get a complaint. I don't know if this happens in Eclipse too, but there's still a complaint in NetBeans because it says the new instance is ignored. So we're creating a new instance. Basically what they're saying is you're creating a new instance, but you're not setting it equal to anything, or you're not using it as input. So before, let me what did we have up here before? So before, what we were doing was when we created a new frame, we were assigning it to this variable. Or when we created a new window adapter, we were giving it as input to another method. But here, if we just say new Hello World app all by itself, we're not saving any reference to the object that we created. So that's why NetBeans isn't that happy right now, but we don't care. That's okay, because we're not going to reference. We're only creating it this one time, and it's going to be in existence for the whole time our program is in existence, and then it dies. So we really don't care about trying to hold up a reference to it or anything like that. So let's see. Let's just make sure that this works. I'm going to say run project. And bam, there it is. And make sure this still works. If I click the X, yes, the X still works. Okay, cool. So then one last thing we need to look at too. We see we have this add window listener, new hello window adapter. That's not exactly how they added their window listener either. So we'll talk about this syntax here in the next video.